the tin tricks. In this section, this is where we learn how to flip the tin around, learn some cool tricks with the tin, and get used to putting backspin and rolling that tin on our arm. Little tricks like that. So that's what we're going to learn here today. Okay, so let's get started. First trick I'm going to show you is behind the neck. It's a pretty flashy trick. It looks really good. It's not that hard to learn. What you need to get used to is catching that tin behind your neck back here. And best way to do that to get started is to get your hand back here behind your head, like you're gonna hit yourself right here, and take the tin and place it in your hand. Get used to what that feels like. Just like that. So you just take the tin and you pick the tin up off the bar and scoop it with ice, something like that. So it's really a simple pass behind your head, just for you to get used to the zone. Because you want to get really used to what that feels like, so that when you graduate to that, you don't have a problem. Now, as you get more comfortable with each hand, make sure you do it with your left. As you get more comfortable passing this tin behind your head, it should only take about 10 minutes, 5 minutes of practicing this before you're really feeling like you need to move on. I want you to just increase the distance between the hand that lets go and the hand that catches. So, whereas you're passing behind your neck right here like this, when you're ready, you just give it a little toss, and it can be as short as you need it to be. If you can just from right there, that's perfect. It doesn't have to be huge. You just want to get used to throwing that tin, and as you get better and better and more used to it, and it starts coming faster and faster, you can start increasing the distance. So as you practice, move from here to here to here, and start increasing the distance of the throw. And you'll have that in no time. And then before you know it, you'll be flipping it in there. So when you're comfortable, after you've gotten really comfortable throwing this all the way down, I'll teach you how to get a nice half spin in there. You might even already be able to do it. It's an easy graduation from this to this. And I like to start with the tin upright when I'm just throwing a flat toss behind my head. But if I'm going to do a half spin, I like to catch the tin upright, so I start with it upside down, so it does a half spin behind my neck. But if you're comfortable catching it upside down, or that's how you like to catch it, that's totally fine. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. So I want you to get really used to that. Practice this. Get comfortable passing this behind your neck, and make sure that you start increasing the distance until you can give it a nice toss behind your neck. Same rules apply with the tin as they do with the bottle. You keep your eye on what you're trying to make contact with. You're trying to make contact with the tin, and so you want to make sure that you're watching the tin into your hand every time. That way you're going to ensure that you catch it every time. So get comfortable with that. Make sure you do it with both hands. And once you're used to that, once you're comfortable with that, I'm going to show you some really neat variations and some ways to really flash that up behind the bar. Alright?